Grace and peace to you from God our Creator and our Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ. Amen. Amen. So what are we to make of this passage from John chapter 10? There's a whole lot of sheep going on. There are gates, gatekeepers, voices, and strangers. Eek! And look out for those thieves! So what are we to make of it? I'd like for us to look at the last verse of this passage, verse 10, and the very last sentence, where it says this: I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. Now this little phrase proclaims everything that you need for understanding this passage, as well as understanding who Jesus is for your life. Before we go there, let's define this word abundant life, or the phrase abundant life. Now, many of us in this room would probably define abundant living as one of success. I have a job, a nice house, there's money in the bank, I love to travel here and there, I have opportunities spewing forth. And for our young people out there, I have cell phones, and by Jove, I'm an excellent gamer. While success is fine, is that what Jesus is proclaiming here? I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. And wouldn't you know it, while I was in Fresno, God showed me what that meant. So this Friday, at about 4:30 in the morning, was very quiet at the hotel. Why? Everyone was sleeping, except for me. Pastor Scott was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. No sleep for this guy. I was ready to wake up the worms so, well, the birds could come and get them. So I went out of the hotel, went on a walk. Now, downtown Fresno, at that hour, is very quiet. Why? Everyone is sleeping. Except for me. I went down so many streets when I almost tripped over someone when I turned a corner. I'm sorry, sir, I didn't mean to crash into you. Sir, he replied, what are you, from the military? No. My name is Reggie. Hi, Reggie. Now, Reggie had very disheveled hair, ragged old clothes, didn't smell very pleasant, and he had very thick calluses on his hands. And he was leaning up against a wall. You're up kind of early, don't you think? Yeah, I really couldn't sleep. So I went on a walk. How's the walk going? Okay, I guess. Good, Reggie said. If you need to know where anything is here in downtown Fresno, I know the streets like the back of my hand. No, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'll be on my way. Just walking. All right. And at that point, he noticed that I was wearing a cross like I always do. And he said, nice cross you have there, sir. Sir, I got you, didn't I? Yes. Anyway, thanks. But you know, I wear a cross every day, and it's kind of the thing that I do. Well, you just hold on a second. And he reached into his pocket, and he pulled out a huge wad of money. My cross isn't for sale, sir. And he goes, no. You look like an honest man. I would like for you to give this money to someone who really needs it. And he shoved this money into my hand. I mean, huge old wad of money. My initial response was, well, how about you? Don't you need it? I've got enough. I want this stuff, this money, to go to some place that really needs it. The place that I sit here and stand is a great place for generosity. I take enough on what I get from the street to eat and to pay for the spot that I rent, and I give the rest to God. Could you give it to someone who needs it? Okay. And I'm sure at this point I had this weird look on my face. For here was someone who was not living out of abundance. As I froze there, he said, okay, you can go now. Go on your walk and give it to someone who needs it. So what do you do with this big wad of money in the middle of Fresno at 4:30 in the morning? Well, you give it to someone who needs it. So I headed back to the hotel, and as I was heading back, I was counting how much money he gave me. He gave me over $300. And so I gave that money to various ministries that our greater church supports. Now, abundant living is not human success. It is not what you have or what you do not have. The life that Jesus came to give to us concerns a holy relationship where we live abundantly in God's grace. Things and the stuff that we so desperately love to collect does not determine this relationship. They also do not determine how successful you are with God. The only thing that determines this relationship is through the one who sacrificed himself on the cross and was resurrected 3 days later for our sake. And it was that same one who calls to you to enter into his righteousness through his gate, Jesus the Christ. Jesus came so that you may have life and have it abundantly. And as the psalmist proclaims, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. We shall not be in want. For he is the one who gives us all that we need. Let us pray. Oh God, we ask that you guide us. Guide us by your voice or by whatever means necessary, so that we may live abundantly by your hand. Amen.